No bonds in your Roth accounts. No. Niet, as we say, us Russian true bots. We're Russian bots. How dare you don't want to fund Ukraine for $1 trillion? You must be a Putin stooge. Or a Putin stooge. A Putin or Putin? I think it's Putin. Poo. Like poo-poo. Anyway, that is crazy. Anyway, what's the other word I know in Russian? I can say cock-de-la. Cock-de-la. Frankly, I can't remember what that means anymore. I just remember cock-de-la. Anyway, going back to speaking English. So I had an email from a lady. I forgot her name. Sorry, lady. I want to say Janice, but I'm not sure that's what it was. Anyway, she had emailed me. Goes, how do you, when you're doing Roth conversions, do you separate your accounts? Like, where does this money go and where does that money go? Do you keep basically, if you're a 50-50 portfolio, do you keep 50-50 in both accounts? IRA and Roth and stuff. When I did my retirement planning course and my investment course, which you should still get, if they're both in the links, I gotta advertise those better, man. I tell you, I just get so caught up in what I'm talking about right now that I forget to do that. Oh, don't forget to fondle the like button, or you can paw it if you like the dog. And if you can tell me, did you fondle or paw it? You can tell me too, by the way, because we like to hear those comments. Are you a fondler or a pawer? Yeah, that guy's gonna. Why do people buy these fancy cars? Dude? It's weird to me. Fancy schmancy. Tried my old 2017 Dodge Durango, 122,000 miles on it. Some guy said, I can't wait to said about the comments. That car will get you to 200,000 miles. As what do you say? You'll go to the moon before that car gets to 200,000 miles or something like that. That was pretty funny. Anyway, so going back to the Roth stuff. So the issue I had with we don't want Roth bonds in a Roth is there's no growth in bonds. I cannot stress this enough. Bonds don't give you growth. They give you interest. That's it. And the interest is fixed. There is no growth. Now, there was a time, and back when I did my retirement planning course, the interest was like 1.5. You know what I'm saying? I think a 10-year was paying 1.5 or something like that. I said not only is there no growth in bonds, there's downside risk potential significantly in bonds as well, because when the rates go up, the bonds will get crushed, which is exactly what happened. Now, about 18 months or so ago, the 2022, about 18 months or so ago, when the Fed started raising rates, and they raised them fast, at that point, there's an opportunity to put bonds in your Roth, and I did that. I actually had my long-term EDV, that's the long-term zero-coupon government bond that I bought in, May of 2023, and I was too early to the party there, because that bond still was taken on the chin. It's since come wrong. I mean, it's gone strong now, and we've had some serious growth in that bond. If I would have timed it right, I would have made explosive gains in my Roth, and that's just basically because the interest rates dropping again. You see what I'm saying? It's clocking 4 to 4.5% interest, and I was waiting for the prices to come back up because the interest rates have fallen, and that has since happened now. And now we're done here. I mean, they're not going to lower the interest rates to where we were in 2020. It's just not happening. So the days of the growth of your bonds are now gone. And that growth was fleeting, because it's only just based on the situation of the interest rate cycle. So the interest rates are low. There's no growth on bonds anyway. Interest rates are low. There's definitely only getting your interest, and the only interest you're getting is very, very. Look at that dog! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I love dogs, man. I can just hug dogs all day long. They crack me up. When interest rates are low, the only gain you're getting in a bond is the interest, and a low interest means you're getting low gain. There is no upside. There's none in terms of capital appreciation. There's just not. When interest rates are high, there's two upsides. You're getting high interest rates, and you're getting the potential upside when the interest rates fall back down. And so that was my thought process. It was completely correct. I just, like I said, it was too early to the party there. So I made some money in my EDV. I actually haven't checked it. I got hit pretty good. I got in there just too early. But it's come back to even. I think I'm at least at even Steven now. And so now I'm just clocking in the interest rate in terms of in terms of the EDV, and I can't remember what it's for. So I'm getting 4% on a guaranteed government bond, tax free. That's fine, but that's not nearly enough to justify being in a Roth. No way. I mean, think about it. the difference between 6 and 4% compounding over time. You see what I'm saying? And remember, that 4% interest isn't compounding. It's just fixed. It's a fixed interest rate. What's that guy doing? You're just getting 4% each and every year. That's just all there is to it. So the growth on a stock, especially a dividend-oriented stock that can pay appreciating dividends, is significantly more growth potential than the growth of a 4% fixed income bond. And so the bonds you want in your traditional IRA, the growth stuff you want in your Roth. I hope that makes sense. It probably doesn't. I'm probably yapping. No one knows what I'm talking about. People say, I can't stand this guy. He doesn't make any sense. His videos are not very well put together. He has ADD or ADHD, and he likes Trump, and he makes fun of Sniffy Joe and heals up Harris. What else do people say? I don't like his dogs. He's got, he's what do they say? Pale, stale, male, pale, and stale. He's too male, pale, and stale. I literally couldn't believe there are HR people saying, back during the George Floyd stuff, there are literally HR people saying, male, pale, and stale, i.e. you're old, you're male, and you're white, and as if that's a bad thing. And I was like, how do these people get away with it? It's crazy. Crazy. I couldn't believe it. So yes, I am male, pale, and stale, and that's the way I hold myself out to be. And frankly, for any civilization, you want a bunch of people who are male, pale, and stale. You just know. We all know this. That doesn't mean other people can't have functioning civilizations. No one's saying this. These things aren't mutually exclusive. If you're male, pale, and stale, i.e. an older white man, that doesn't mean, and you have a working civilization, that doesn't mean Indians can't have working civilizations, Chinese people, Africans, doesn't mean anything like that. Everyone wants to put this mutually exclusive. If this, then that can't happen. That's not, two things can exist at the same time. But we all know a civilization run by male, pale, and stale people most likely will be a very healthy, civilized civilization. Not all the time. I mean, look at communist U.S. Russia, USSR. I get it. But at the end of the day, we all know male, pale, and stale is a sign of civilization, a sign of a safety net, a sign of just the rule of law, a freedom of speech, freedom of association, a sign of just crushing. Let's just put it this way. Again, that doesn't mean other people can't have that. It just means if you're male, pale, and stale. That's why everyone wants to come to countries that are male, pale, and stale, because they know we got it going on. So enough of this being, offended by people saying that. And if you're one of us male, pale, and stale, and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm so guilty for what I've done. Did you do anything? No? Then shut the hell up. If you didn't do anything bad, you got nothing to be feel guilty for. And same kind of thing. If you didn't build what those crazy builders, male, pale, and stale, did in Italy, whatnot, then you got nothing to be proud of. You didn't do it. Your people might have done it, but you specifically didn't do it. And I can be proud of what black people did. I can be proud of what Asians did, and Chinese people, and Indians too. You can be proud of what human beings did, but you specifically can't say I'm proud because my people did. That's just stupid. You didn't do it. Or I'm guilty because my people did. No, I didn't do it. I'm not proud nor I'm guilty. I'm just saying I'm proud of human beings for what they've done accomplished, and I'm guilty, and I'm not guilty at all for what human beings have done despicably. I don't take no blame for that. And I literally just take pride in what other people's stuff has done. I'm amazed by the ingenuity of human beings. That's a long video for Roth IRAs and not having bonds. God bless. We'll see you.